Hello, my name is Braden.
I'm Ryan.
Sean's not here at the moment.
He's in the house. We don't know where he is.
We can't find him.
But
in this episode, we're talking about pottery.
Talking about Maijo Studios.
Maijo Pottery Studios on Instagram. We have Maikeli and Cassidy.
Yep.
They come in, they talk to us a little bit about pottery, throwing pottery, making bowls and cups.
Making bombs, maybe?
Making a bomb in a pottery studio? What?
Yeah, we talked to them. They own their own pottery studio.
Yeah.
Which is super cool, which we're definitely hitting up as soon as me and Sean are back from Europe.
For date night.
Braden might be hitting it up sooner than us. Yep. But yeah, check them out. We've got their description in the bio of this episode. Or their ads.
Yeah, we can put like their link and their stuff in the description.
They're our good friends. We're hooking them up. We want you guys to check them out. They're really cool. So peace out.
Thank you. See ya.
Hello, what is up? How are you guys? We've got two guests here.
Hey, what's up?
Maikeli and Cassidy.
Hey.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Speaking of studios, you guys have a studio of your own, but not one for podcasts. Is that correct?
Not quite. Pottery.
Pottery, baby. Sweet. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
Man.
When did this start?
Well, it kind of got a slow start, but like our actual studio that we have now started about a year ago, probably, is when we first started the construction of it, I guess.
Yeah, we broke ground
Broke ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
about a year ago.
Yeah, we built
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Wait,
Yeah.
you built the whole shop.
Yeah.
So I dug a hole and we put gravel in it, and then we put the pottery studio on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're probably making this sound a little bit cooler than it is, to be
Cool.
honest.
Did you make it like a pottery? Like you would make it like a pottery, like a pot? It's not like hand carved or something?
No, we did we
not.
designed it though.
That's sick. That's
Yeah.
very cool. And where is it located?
It's in the backyard of our abode. A place that we live.
Okay.
The backyard of the place.
It's not our
where you
house.
live. That's
Yeah.
sweet. That's awesome.
It's in the backyard of my parents' house. It's on their property.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's a pottery studio.
And you exclusively you don't. It's not the same as your house, right? It's
No,
like,
it's like a separate.
Okay.
We broke ground for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We did break ground for our
Yeah.
pottery studio.
We did. No, it's completely separate. Like we have a little parking spot for it and
Oh, that's
everything.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
That's cool.
way cool. Isn't that's close to here, isn't that?
It's like right
It's-
around the
yeah,
corner.
that's why when you were.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they used to be in our ward, so that's why I was like.
Okay, yeah, because I figured like
close.
everywhere in relation, like this is close to like Anya's house or
Yeah.
that's not where she lives. But yeah, so yeah, that makes sense because you guys knew where we were,
Yeah.
so we didn't have to send you the address. Also, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when we have guests that aren't like an immediate friend or relative, they bail.
Oh,
I
really?
gotta do something that night.
Very
yeah.
consistently, and we're like, "Hey, when are they coming?" And I'm like, I check my phone, I'm like, "Yeah, they're not coming."
I'm like, dang.
So
Not again.
thank you guys for being professionals.
I feel like
You're
we were
welcome.
probably like too excited for this then. I don't know. We were like really excited to come here tonight, so
Oh, heck
We
yeah.
appreciate
We
it.
were-
That means a lot.
we were early.
So what consists what do you guys do on a daily basis at your studio for like pottery and such?
So I work full time somewhere else, but
Okay.
He's like mostly just a maintenance guy.
yeah.
When it comes to our
He's like the janitor. Like you call him and you're like, "Hey, there's a mess. Come clean this."
Yeah.
I'm going home.
She doesn't clean messes.
Good.
like our
You
sink.
show him.
Our sink got a leak in it the other day, and I was like, "Hey, come fix this." And then I just went inside.
Awesome.
Hey,
Sweet.
hey, a little one threw up again. I need you to clean that up.
Basically, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll
No.
take care of it.
Yeah.
I do a lot of I throw myself. Like I do a lot of projects myself, and I get a lot of orders, like custom orders that I do. So I work on that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then we do date nights pretty frequently, actually, mostly on the weekends, but we get those throughout the week. And then
Actually,
I
sounds kind of fun.
That's a way cool date. Yeah.
yeah,
Can I come do that?
Yeah.
For sure, man.
I want to. Like, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's fun, but I'm probably a little bit biased on that.
Ridge is coming on Wednesday.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Did he schedule that?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, he's coming Wednesday.
Do you have to make an appointment?
Yeah, we have like
you
a
do?
booking system and everything.
okay.
You have
Cool.
like Maikeli like waiting at the door. And you're like, yo, am I on the list? You're like, no.
I got friends inside.
Like, no, dude. Like I know this ground. Like when they broke it, I knew it. I was there.
We should. That's a good idea.
Like make a
No, it's
VIP
not.
studio. It's not a great idea. Anything we offer is like it's either like half a joke or just half like a bad business move.
No, but I've always wanted to have something that, or like an event or something that required a bouncer, because then I think that it's
Involving the pottery studio? Or
you know
like you want a
maybe
bouncer else?
Unrelated.
Okay.
Maybe.
Like
I
just
don't know.
A cool party.
I don't
like a
know.
cool dinner party. I invite everyone over.
Maybe we could have like an art banquet or something one day.
That'd
Art
be cool. Like
okay.
a high art. Like
High
you invite art
class.
critics.
Yeah, maybe then
Okay.
I'll need a bouncer.
And it can be like a modern art thing, so like you can just smash them on the ground and then like leave them and display them, and people will be like, "Oh, like it's such a like envision of modern day times in America."
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't do that again. That business move.
Before we get too far, what is your guys' business name and where are you located? Like, where can people find you if they want to make pottery close to
I want to
home?
reach out to you.
Yeah, if they want to reach out to you, how do they contact you?
Okay, so our pottery studio's name is Maijo
Will you spell
Pottery Studio, Maijo.
that? Okay.
Pottery Studio, and you can find us. Probably the easiest or the best place is Instagram, and that's just our handle there too. And then you can also find us on Facebook. We don't do quite as much with Facebook. Instagram's a little bit more.
It's for the old moms that
Yeah.
aren't on Instagram.
Old moms
Yeah.
need pottery too. Though.
Old moms need Facebook.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook's
Basically.
moving a million miles an hour, or Instagram is moving too quick for them.
It is. What made you come up with the name Maijo?
So Maikeli's name is Maikeli, and there's been, you guys probably know this, there's like an ongoing joke his whole life, like,
Yeah.
not your Kelly, my Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that's like invaded our family.
Okay.
So our daughter's name is Maya, and we came up with that because it's like, well, because he wanted her to be named after him, and then we like took the my part, and then like it just kind of follows us everywhere. But I
More
always,
of a joke.
so it's
Yeah.
like,
Serious.
yeah, so it's just a
So
joke.
we just ran with it
Because we were like, my killer was like, I want her to be named after me. And then I was like, Maya. And then I just, anyways. So it's like how we kind of like, whenever we're trying to name something, we start off with his name.
Mhm.
That's kind
Okay.
of how that goes. But, yeah. So anyways, we just like, at first it was going to be My Pots because that's funny, but then spelled
Yeah.
MAI. But then I always sign my artwork with Jokes. That's my middle name. So then it's like My Jokes. It's my studio.
Okay.
But
I
then it's
see.
like his too.
That's cool. I like that. That's a really
It's like,
personal
it's like,
blend.
it's like
Yeah.
mine, but it's his too.
Like he can
Yeah.
like claim that it's his, but it's like mine. At the end of the
Yeah,
day, like, it's
basically.
mine.
That was like a long explanation, but
No, that's
it's
good.
like,
No, it's
what
cool.
we're here
It's
for.
cool.
like he has a little Instagram too called My Raps, like my
Yeah,
little
it's
raps.
not
It's
a
like
thing
just
anymore.
something that
Do you rap?
no, it's
No.
like
like
Oh.
freestyle.
it's like
No,
car
not
raps.
freestyle.
Oh,
Like
okay.
That's
Oh,
what we
you-
do for work.
You rap cars?
yeah.
That's cool.
No way. Where at?
Creative science.
Do you just do like normal colors too?
Yeah.
Will you wrap my car?
No.
No? Oh, dang.
Yo, what if he like he knows a guy? His
No,
dad
like-
is really big. Like he could be a bouncer. For
Well, like
him.
I'll pay you, of course. I'm not just asking like, yo, will you do this for me?
Yo,
Like, it's
dude,
a
you want to do
favor.
like a free like $1,000 service for me just because like we're friends? Or,
Like, we're homies, right? We're close though, right?
No, I don't actually like do that part of the wraps.
Oh,
I help
gotcha.
with that. but,
Okay.
like,
If they
I-
need help with that.
yeah, just
Okay.
more decals.
Oh,
Is my
okay, I
job.
see.
Cool.
If you guys want
But-
like your life's a lie and here's why on your cars.
That's
he could
kinda
do
heat.
that.
I
Dude, we could do that. I would put it on my car for like a month.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Is it like a paint decal or is it like a vinyl
It's a
decal?
big
or
sticker.
It's a vinyl
imagine.
decal.
Vinyl
Yeah.
decal?
All right, I'm
Yeah.
saying we send it all over Sean's car.
We
Yeah.
Like Sean's car is just
plaster it.
like you don't see paint anymore. It's just overlapping text.
That'd be
Dude,
kind of cool.
That'd be sick.
That is kind
Your
of
life's a lie. Bottom text.
bottom.
Bryce and Natalie are gonna be so excited that you like gave them a shout out.
Hey, shout out to the boys at the rap studio. Creative Designs.
Creative Science.
Shout out to the
We'll
homies.
hit him up and have him make us like a 5-foot tall LED.
Oh, that would be cool.
We're obsessed with neon.
Yeah, we live
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna
And we've
say.
got like the neon, yeah, and the lava lamps, the newest addition to the family. Do you guys have lava
Okay.
lamps? Do you make lava lamps?
No.
Just-
Could you?
we never
make
had. We
a
probably
lava-
could make this part.
Don't touch it. It might be red hot.
Oh, for real?
I let her. No, I mean it's warm. It's very hot, but it's not. It won't burn. I wouldn't hold it longer than like 3 seconds. Well, I mean it gets a little.
As you're holding it.
Just like
Okay.
tap it, but yeah, it's cool. I let it. I turned it on like yesterday because I was like, we
That's
have
not
guests coming
bad.
tomorrow, and it only takes like 3 hours to get fun. But I wanted to make sure it was totally flowy.
It
So.
only takes like 3 hours for it to like operate, but like, yeah.
Like sometimes if we came in here when we started at like 7:30 to turn it
It'd
on,
be a big thing at the bottom.
it would just be a glob at the bottom.
Yeah.
You'd say, "Is there anything in it?" And we'd say, "Yeah." But anyways, enough about that.
Enough about our lava lamp.
Yeah, we've talked enough about that on this podcast, and we've only had it for like 2 weeks.
Will you walk me through the process of like making a bowl? Let's say a bowl, because there's like a trillion things you can make, right?
Yeah,
guess.
like if you can think it, you can probably make it.
The possibilities are endless.
Haha.
Feel free to use that. That's totally free.
We
This
will.
is just
Do
a
you
free
know
one
what?
on me.
I've been looking for some more captions, so that's
Good.
good.
Use it.
Some originality.
Endless.
That's awesome.
A classic bowl. I want a bowl of cereal.
A
And
bowl
I
of cereal.
I want a bowl of cereal.
Ooh.
A good bowl of
Ooh,
cereal.
maybe one of those bowls with a straw, if you can.
Oh.
With a straw. A
Can
bowl
that
with
be
a
done?
straw?
Yeah.
What's your problem?
You mean like you suck out the milk out of the bottom?
All right, that's kind of
Ever used
heat.
one of those?
No, I haven't, but I will now. Okay, go
All
on.
right, reel it in, boys. Reel it in. We're
I
professionals.
don't even think if we could do that. Well, you have to wedge your clay, and then
Wedge?
You got to explain us to it.
Yeah, we
You
have
guys
no
Explain it to us
idea.
like we're your 6-month-old daughter.
like, have you ever kneaded bread?
Yeah.
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 No, I haven't, but I know what
Okay.
what that means.
Same thing, same process, basically, but you do it with some clay. That's making a pizza, but
Okay.
yeah,
Don't
so
throw it.
you don't
Don't
throw
it.
it.
Copy
You
that.
don't toss it.
Ryan just wants to know like where this term "throwing" comes into play,
Put
but
it in the oven for Ryan. And okay, I'm
yeah.
done. I'm done.
So you just gotta see. We call it wedging though, but we basically it's the same process. Well, it's the same idea as kneading bread. You're just getting rid of any air bubbles, and then you just kind of slap it into a ball and you throw it onto your wheel.
Cool.
There you go.
And the
Right
wheel.
on.
Can you control the speed? I always see people play with the little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thingy,
yeah.
you know?
They're like just like a car. There's just a pedal, and you can just the harder you push, the faster it goes.
Is there any benefits to doing faster besides saying you're better than everyone else?
You're like the second person who's asked me that, and I don't think there
No.
is.
It's
do
not
you?
a race, right? Is what
I
we're
actually-
Well, there's
saying.
like different speeds that you do at different parts of the process.
Yeah.
So like at first you want to go pretty fast to like center the clay, but then after that I try and slow down like a lot actually to
get
like
that
actually
detail.
make the bowl because it's like kind of hard.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
also depends on like the size you're throwing as well, I
Yeah,
think, and
that's
like the
true.
amount of clay you're trying to move.
Right. So what is it like the clay? Do you make it? Like, do you guys make it, or do you order it, or how does it?
No, so there's
Get to you.
like clay plants where they like harvest it.
Plants? Like a. Oh no.
No, like
Oh no. I messed up.
Like an organic thing that produces.
I was like
Putty?
No. I was like,
No,
dude,
don't get that clay.
way.
It's not ripe yet.
no.
I
So
really
it's like
think
clay factories.
yeah, there's
Okay.
like yeah, and
It's like,
they
it's like a quarry. Like
Yeah.
you get rocks.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
I really thought it grew out of the ground for like a half a second. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, technically I
Yes,
guess.
you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
It like forms over time.
Okay.
it actually like,
Okay.
some people do like go and dig out their own clay, but it's like
Yeah.
quite the process because it's like
They like break their
Mo-
own ground on it.
yeah, it's like regular dirt sort of, but you have to take out the dirt factor. So you have clay.
Well,
Sounds-
clay's found at like the bottom of like riverbeds
Mhm.
and stuff like that, lake beds.
It's like
stuff
Minecraft.
that.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're great at
Yeah.
it. We played a lot.
Yeah, we
you should
played a
see
lot
if
of
you
Minecraft.
can make pots on Minecraft.
You
probably
can. You can put flowers in them.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
You can also put flowers in our pots.
Hey.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Better than the game.
10
I
out of 10.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to like dig it up and then you have to like filter out the leaves and
Mhm.
dirt and stuff. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Takes a long time because then it's supposed to sit for like a year or something like that before you actually use it.
It's aged.
Yeah, basically, it's like making cheese, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. So it's quite the process.
Yeah,
So
so we just buy ours.
buy it. Good.
Yeah.
Smart call. You don't have like a Maikeli's working at the mine every day. Maikeli's digging in Spanish Fork River for 8 hours a day looking for clay.
I honestly don't think he'd complain about that though. I think,
That'd be fun.
yeah,
That could be
I was gonna say, I
fun.
think that'd be like,
I like to dig holes.
Right, yeah.
I like to dig holes.
I like to break ground.
He dug the whole, like, where our studio sits. He, like, hand dug the whole thing.
Hand dug
With a
no
shovel?
machine?
Yeah, with a
With
shovel.
No, with his hand.
Well, no,
With his
no.
claws.
I'm not that dumb. But I was like, that's a lot to dig with a shovel.
That is a lot to do with a shovel.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It's like a 20 by 16 foot.
It's not a
building.
huge studio.
Is
It's not
it
like
like
huge.
deep?
No, we only went down like 4 inches.
Oh, okay.
But still,
Yeah,
20 by 16 feet.
That's a lot.
Digging down
Oh, yeah.
4 inches
That's
is
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he, like, hand dug it just, I don't know, one afternoon.
A couple
A
after.
Was
couple
it?
afternoons.
I feel like you did it, like, one afternoon.
No, it was like over a week.
Was
Yeah,
it?
A couple
Okay.
days.
I don't remember. I didn't dig.
Okay. So keep walking us through the process of making it. So you can speed it up, slow it down with the gas
Yeah,
pedal
so then we just,
thingy.
so then you just center your clay.
Okay.
And I don't know exactly how to explain that more, but you just kind of balance it in the center of the wheel.
Okay.
And then,
Is it wet the whole time you're doing this?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you add water.
Yeah.
And
Just
then,
add water.
yeah, you add water like every 7 to 10 seconds. Or like when it starts feeling like a dog's tongue against your hand, you just add a little.
How do you add the water? Is it like a spray bottle, or you like
And then
spit
you just
on
like
it?
have a bucket and you just stick your hand in it and then just.
Oh, that's a lot easier than I was thinking. I thought you had like a machine, like spray. You know what I mean?
No.
Like a dental tool. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you have an assistant that comes out and they spray it and then they like suck it up when it's too much.
Yeah, I was thinking like left foot water, right foot speed. So like left foot like spray.
Just
it.
constantly firing water and clay all the time. Yeah,
That's what was
not
like going
quite.
on.
it sounds like you guys have got. Yeah, okay, so from there you're adding water.
Yeah, we just add water throughout the whole process.
Okay.
And then after you center it, you cone it.
Cone it.
Yeah,
Cone
and that's
it.
just to get rid of, so because even though we wedged it, sometimes there's still air bubbles. So that's, like I think some people call it wedging it on the wheel.
Okay.
So you just take the clay and then you just basically, exactly what it sounds like, you move it into a cone formation.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
And then you squish it back down.
It also gets the clay moving and kind of, it works through it and gets it loose for the rest of it. And then you open it up and then you pull the walls.
Yep.
I don't know, it's pretty
Back
simple.
up. I have no idea what's going on. Pulling
Open
the
her
walls.
Like, so
Open
you,
her
like
up.
that's when you make
so
the
you, like-
hole for
Yeah.
the bowl?
You put your finger in the middle to make a hole, and then you pull it out to the size of your bowl that
Like-
you're making.
Well, the
Right,
size of
right.
the base of it, like
Yeah.
how big you want it to be. So, like, if you're making like an Asian type dish, you'd like have a smaller opening, and if you wanted like, I don't know, a super wide bowl, then you'd go bigger.
Okay, I
Right.
see.
Okay.
So you do
Cool.
I
that,
think I follow.
Yeah.
And then
I
it
think
looks
I
like a
got it.
donut,
yeah, and that looks like a donut.
Oh, and then you bring it up.
and then you bring it up.
And then
into
you-
a
as high,
cylinder.
as high as you want it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
got
like
it.
the edges of it as high as you basically can, because you want it to be pretty even.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, you shape it. And you
Shape
just
it.
take some tools and you just apply pressure in different
What
formations.
tools do you use?
Ribs,
Baby
needle
back?
tools. Yeah, no, they're. I don't know why they call them that. Actually, they're
I
just
actually
like
knew once.
you did.
It's like a little wooden tool that's like shaped.
There's well, they're
Shape
not.
rib.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
actually
Okay.
I was watching some of your guys' videos on Instagram. Like you had like this like all-purpose tool, something that
Oh, that
you're
was
using
for
like-
trimming.
for trimming. Yeah, it looked like you had like a bowl flipped over. and,
Yeah.
like, you're kind of trimming out like the
Yeah, that's
like the
after
bottom
you
part
make
of
the
it.
bowl.
Yeah. So you so ribs are not always wooden. By the way, I don't want people to
That's
think that we're amateurs on this. They like come in all different. I don't know what that word
Materials?
Material. Yeah, I was gonna say substances. I don't know.
That's true.
Okay, but they like I have some silicone ones and like some metal ones.
Cool.
But anyways, those use like ribs, and I don't actually know what the other ones are called, like the stick things that are sharp.
I don't know.
I don't know what those
It's
are
like
called.
a knife.
Yeah.
It's like a knife,
Wooden knife.
like a wooden knife thing. We use those too, but we use ribs to shape mostly.
Yeah.
But
And I'm sure like you like when people come to you guys teach them, right?
yeah, we
It's
like
obviously,
show
like,
them.
a showing
Yeah,
thing versus telling
I
thing.
know, that's why I'm like I don't
So
really
it's
know.
like I know it's like it's hard to talk through everything. I
Yeah.
totally understand that, especially like when you're used to like physically. So like when you're talking with your hands, it might help. I
Yeah,
noticed, but
for sure. Or yeah,
yeah,
I see you moving your hands. You're like, you just.
and you're like making the shapes.
I
and I can
know.
like
Yeah.
see it, so like
It's-
it helps. It does help us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
If
Hopefully,
you're
no one's
listening,
like.
then
Cool.
sorry.
Okay, so I have a question. Is it like that? Okay, on an occasion.
Are you gonna
on
ask
an
us
average
about ghost?
date night? Yeah,
We
I'm not.
could.
I'm not creative, am I? on an average date night, how many people do the ghost thing?
Okay,
Do you
I'll
guys
be.
know the ghost thing.
No.
Okay, so it's a movie about a guy dies or a girl dies. Someone dies.
A guy dies.
Patrick Swayze dies,
Yeah.
and his wife is Demi Moore.
And she's making pottery, but his ghost is like
No.
around her.
No,
That's
it's
before he
just him.
dies.
It's before he dies.
Oh, okay.
He just like goes
But it's like
behind
a
her.
famous thing.
so like the girl's in front and the guy's behind.
He's like
Yeah,
spooning
he
her,
helps
but
her.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
And he like, yeah.
so how
So
often does that
I hate
happen?
that. I hate that a lot.
you should look up though, like just YouTube it. There's a lot of like really funny videos
Do
about
they
that.
do they share a chair?
No,
They- no, he,
he's like
like-
sitting on a stool, like right.
Yeah.
Isn't pottery like
Okay.
a stool only kind of thing? Like you don't bring your own chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a
Stan
stool.
too.
You can.
You
I think
stand.
she was Stan.
No, she was
Good
on
for
a
blood
chair.
flow.
He was on a chair and he brought over another chair, but that's like not important.
So he
Anyways.
brings his own chair and then he like spoons.
Yeah, and then he like
Yeah.
ghosts her.
So does that happen a lot in
Yeah,
at
so
date night? It's like a meme. It's like
It's
like the
like-
Titanic. Like every time somebody goes to the front of a ship and they think they're funny for saying I'm the king
Right.
of the world, but it's like there's also everyone else
They-
on the boat
they
who's already
think-
done it.
They think that like
Yeah, no,
everyone
I'm
else has done it.
creative.
So
This is
everyone jokes about ghosting, and everyone always like sends us messages like, "I want to do a date night. Haha, can we ghost?" And then I always am like, "Yeah, for sure." And then I always tell them I'll play that. What's that song called? The
I can't remember the
melody.
song.
I can't remember, but like the ghost song.
The ghost
I like
song,
offer
yeah.
to play that and everything, and then they come. They're like, "No, we're not going to do that."
I
But I
took a photo op.
But I have had
Me
one
and Ryan will
couple.
do it.
I've had one couple do it, but then people always ask me too if him and I ghost. And there's been one time that we were both out in the studio, and then I was like, "Maikeli, should?" Well, he was like, "I don't know what to make next," and I was like, "We could make something together." And then he looked at me and he was like, "Are you asking me to ghost you?" And then I just was like,
an
I was like, "Well, we like."
Like,
It kind of was.
We're professional.
But he was, no, he was like, "Are you trying to like? Are you asking me to ghost you?" And then I was like, "Well, I'm just saying like we could make something together." And he was like, "Oh, Cassie, I have projects to do." And then, but like 10 minutes before that, he was like, "I don't even know what I'm making. I don't know what to do." So yeah, we haven't even ghosted.
Nope.
But it is like an ongoing like joke, and everyone always asks about us.
Right,
But only
right.
one couple has ever done that in our
Okay,
studio.
well,
I'll be number 2.
Your boys will make an appointment with you shortly.
We will.
And you guys will come
And then
ghost.
3 of us will ghost each other. And we'll
Try
take
to
a
make
picture of it.
something.
I'll
It'll
be
be
in
cool.
the back.
It'll
I'll
be cool.
caress Ryan's arms as Ryan caresses Sean's hands.
Yes, it'll be perfect.
It
And then it's
will.
just like a glob. It's just awful. Like Braden's fist is in it or something. But-
What cool shapes can you make with pottery? Like what can you make? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like
Like
vases, bowls,
yeah,
triangles,
Absolutely.
Cups.
yeah,
cups,
If you make a long skinny bowl, it's really just a cup, right?
vase.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a-
So
Yeah.
everything you make, it
Nice.
starts off as a cylinder.
Yeah.
So if you can make it out of a cylinder, you can make it.
I made this cool like candle base kind of thing, and it's like super sharp edges.
It's like geometric.
It's really
That's
weird.
cool.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know why I said it's weird. It's really cool.
It's
It
always-
is. Everyone always asks me about it, and it's really cool.
Right. We didn't finish the process.
Did we finish the process?
Do you
I mean,
like
do you have to
cook 'em?
bake it?
Do you have to
Yeah.
bake them or no?
Yeah. So, okay, so after you throw it, so once you've shaped it all out and you're happy with it,
Mhm.
you actually just cut it off the wheel and then you let it sit for like a day or two till it gets leather hard. And then you put it back on the wheel and you trim the bottom. So you put like a foot on it. So I don't know
Okay.
if you guys ever pay attention to the bottom of your like dishes, but there's usually like a ring.
Ah,
That's called the
yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
Yeah. So we trim that out just to make it nice and pretty, just because it usually has like a really rough edge from being on the wheel. And then it dries another like 2 days. Then we fire it. That's the bisque fire. Then we pull it out. We glaze them. And then we fire them again. That's the glaze fire. And then they're done.
Okay. Cool.
Then can you like paint it and stuff after, or do you paint it before? Like I don't know how that works.
So that was
after
the glaze.
yeah,
That was
the
the glaze.
glaze.
Yeah, that was the glaze.
What colors are the glaze options?
Like
All
all
of
of
them?
them.
All of them. Like I could get a pink.
Yeah.
Can you do more than one color?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Could you do, like, a
usually
tie-dye?
encouraged.
Yeah. Could you do tie dye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's cool.
Might be.
We're interested. We're very intrigued.
Very
The 3 of us are like
Yeah.
looking at each other. We're like, when are you free? Like,
Yeah, you could
I wanna
definitely do
pot-
tie dye.
Like, when can we make a bowl? How many pot jokes do you guys get?
A lot.
Or by us.
Yeah, more by us. That's probably like our favorite
It's like,
jokes.
you want to come make a little pot?
Want to go?
you should,
Want to
you
glaze
should
the
make
pot with me?
like the smallest pot you can imagine, like the smallest one you can realistically make with your pinky finger. and then sell it for like a little pot from Utah.
A little pot from
A little
Utah.
pot.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Especially
And so it's
since like this year, since
It's legal now.
it became legal, we were like, oh sweet, like
You could do
get your medical pot here.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then it's like a tea kettle or it's like a bowl or something. I
Has
don't
a little
know.
red cross on it.
Yeah.
Medical pot.
Medical pot
Yeah,
here. Sold
exactly.
here.
That would be funny. You should do that and just like write on it like from Utah Medical Pot. Whatever. That would
And-
sell. I
Medical
guarantee
pot
it.
from
It's
Utah.
genius.
Yeah, it could get memed and then you get that attention.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that'd be
Not bad.
cool.
That is cool.
In high school, I made like a little pot, and then the day that it came out of the glaze fire, I was just carrying it around with me to all my classes. And then there was like a drug raid or something like that. Like the cops came that day, and I was like, "What the heck?" And so we were all just like in our classrooms. They had the like dogs come down the hallway, and then I posted on Twitter, and I was like, "The one day that they have a drug raid, I have a little pot on me," and I thought it was hilarious.
That's a great tweet.
It like did
Awesome.
not get as much like likes as I feel like it deserved because
Yeah.
I think it was so funny, but
Yeah. That is hilarious.
I didn't have a ton
classic.
of followers. I guess I don't know.
Is that where you learned the pottery things in high school?
That's where I started. Yeah, so our
Okay.
senior year, they added a ceramics program. Not quite pottery, but they like sort of offered pottery. They tried to offer pottery,
Okay.
but not really.
Mm.
And then I like mostly learned though after high school. I took a class at BYU, and then I just kind of went to different studios across Utah
Cool.
and learned.
Yeah, so that's how it all started then?
Yeah, that's
That
where
was
I
the
like.
dream?
Yeah, actually took ceramics as a joke just because like it was senior year and it was
It's like
just.
a throwaway class?
Yeah, it's just throwaway class, and then I made a pinch pot. It was just so much better than everyone else's.
so
It was so yeah. See,
It was really good.
it was like a really good pinch pot. Everyone else's came out, and I was like,
What is
"What?"
a pinch pot?
It's like you get a ball of clay and you pinch it
Into a
into a
little pot. Yeah.
I have no
like
idea.
a
how
little
that would-
teacup.
Okay. I
Like,
don't know
have
how
you
that
ever
would
gone
happen, though.
Play-Doh and just like you like just stick your thumbs in it and you just make a little
And pretend
little.
it's
Oh
bowl?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
exactly. Like
Same
that.
thing. So you do that, but we like made them fancy where you like shaved all the imperfections and everything. People just
Oh.
I guess maybe didn't care as much as I did because mine was like perfect. It was smooth and really well glazed. So then I was like, I'm really good at this, and then it kind of just started from there.
That's
Okay.
awesome. That's
Very
really cool.
Yeah.
What's the most impressive pot you've ever made, or bowl, or I don't know what to call it? What's the most impressive throw you have ever thrown?
I've ever thrown. I don't know what.
Probably the nesting bowls that you didn't mean to make nesting.
Oh yeah, so
Nesting
nesting
bowls.
bowls are pretty hard to make.
What are those?
They're just like bowls that sit inside each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, like
And
the
then-
nesting
So you got
dolls?
to get the
Yeah.
perfect, the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah, they have to
size.
like fit perfectly. And then I just like accidentally made a set of like 3 of those one time, and they looked really good actually. My
It was
mom,
perfect.
yeah,
That's crazy.
everyone was like fighting over those, but my mom ended up with them. I made some piggy banks recently that I think are really cool.
Oh, that'd be hard.
Whoa.
Cause yeah, it's like I like had no idea what I was doing, but I just created as I went. So I was
That's
pretty
really
proud of
cool.
myself on that one.
That's really cool.
But I think
And you were
that's
saying
cool.
that you do like orders, right? Like
Yeah.
people don't necessarily have to come in to make it or try to make it. It's
Yeah.
like a complex thing. They could pay for it. So
Yeah,
you-
they could. Yeah, I'm
Cool.
working on an Etsy shop and stuff like that right now.
Okay.
Like some inventory for something like that. So then it'll be a little bit better. But right now, people just call me and ask me to make them stuff, and I do it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
So
you got a nice supply of like gifts for the rest of your life too.
yeah,
Like family
everyone
gifts.
everyone gets pottery.
Yeah.
Like Christmas, everyone gets
awesome.
pottery.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
We were like part of a few white elephants this year, and I just put some bowls in there.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's awesome.
yeah.
The piggy bank I'm intrigued with.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a piggy bank that you have to break to get the money out.
Oh,
I've
so you want
always
to like
wanted that.
completely sealed?
Yeah, I want it sealed, and if I want the money, I gotta break that bad boy.
Yeah.
I want that.
You can make that.
You
Can
can
you?
make that.
Yeah.
I actually said I was gonna make. So the reason why I made a piggy bank is because people keep giving our daughter money, and
Okay.
at first I was like, obviously,
she's at the door and she's like a tip jar.
no, like people just like people.
She's got a little hat.
No, maybe we probably get more money though, but
Just a little bowl.
no, like they.
A bowl. It's like a bowl that's a hat. It's like
You should make that. A little top hat, but it's a bowl. Oh, okay.
That'd be cute.
We're giving these guys too many ideas. Okay, go on.
No, they like just did cards and stuff for like random things. Like when she was blessed, people gave her money. When she was born, people gave her money. But then at first I was like, oh, this is obviously for me because like, what does the baby want?
What is the baby gonna do? Go to the store?
Yeah, well, like people gave her Christmas money, and so I like bought myself a bag because I was like, what does she need money for? I don't know. But then as I was thinking about it, we were talking one day about if we saved this money, then we wouldn't have to give her money later in life. So then I was like, she needs a piggy bank. So then I went to the store, and then they're kind of expensive, and I was like, why am I spending money on something to save money? And so then I was like, I'm just going to make her a piggy bank, but I had no idea what I was doing with that. And I figured it out, and I was going to seal it off, so she had to break it to get her money.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this is like a heirloom. I don't want her to break it.
Yeah.
So I did make it so you can put a plug in it. But at first it was sealed off. I did add the plug later.
I see.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
You can
cool.
actually, there's like some cool like adult piggy banks. There's like domes that I see on Pinterest all the time. There's
Can you
like
make that?
Just an
probably.
orb.
Yeah, it's like just
An
like
orb
a
of cash.
That would be kind of cool.
That is
yeah,
cool.
it's just like they're just like circles and then with a little thing for your money, and then you can break them, I guess. I don't know. You could probably put a cork in it too if you wanted.
How big can you make a bowl? Can you make it like massive if you wanted to?
Our wheels only
Yeah.
hold up to like 70 pounds of clay.
70 pounds? That's a lot.
That's a lot of clay.
Only 70 pounds.
So you're like limited to that, but you can make a pretty big, and also like the size of our kiln.
Yeah, and that's like this big. I don't know, like 3
No, it's
feet
bigger
tall,
than
two and a half.
How
feet
big is
tall.
this big for the people that are listening?
Like 3 feet tall.
Okay.
I think.
Did you
Yeah.
make the kiln?
No,
Oh.
no, you can't. Well, I
You
guess
can
you could,
make gas ones. We have an electric one. It's a little bit safer.
Yeah,
Once my dad was looking into making one for my backyard.
a kiln.
You don't ask, like, he doesn't do pottery. He just
Was he like trying to make a pizza oven?
He
Or?
wanted to make a pizza oven.
Okay,
Okay,
that's cool.
that is cool.
It didn't happen. Don't
Come on,
worry.
son, let's go cook up a pizza in the backyard.
I actually had neighbors growing up who like bought. They like went to Italy. Well, the dad went to Italy, got a pizza oven, and like had it shipped back to his house.
I can't imagine how much that would cost.
Probably like too much for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
And then they moved and they like took it with them and stuff. But that's like a lot of moving in this like giant pizza oven. It was huge.
Wow.
That's crazy. Jeez.
But our kiln's cool because you can, if we get another kiln, you can stack the kilns.
Like the rings, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
they're in,
bunch of
like,
rings.
cool.
and you can stack them and make them taller so you can fire bigger stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you
Yeah.
can like take out like a panel and like go as high as you want.
Yeah.
So you can make like a huge vase like this tall.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, this tall, Braden?
5 feet.
That's
5 feet. 5 feet. Can you go 5 feet?
Yeah, that's 5 feet. Yeah, you could. There's actually a studio in St. George.
Okay.
And they have a vase that's like 10 feet tall.
Wow.
It's huge.
I wonder if they
Just for fun?
fired that.
Yeah.
Does everything have to be colored?
No.
No.
Like,
Can it be see through? Can you do that?
No.
no.
What?
I know. Like
It's
I
the
just
color
figured
of the
I'd
clay.
ask. I don't
It's the
know.
color of the
Yeah.
clay. So whatever the clay is, it's usually like depending on the type of clay you use.
Yeah.
We use
I-
a lot of like white stuff.
Okay, I didn't know if you like when you blazed it or glazed it or whatever. It like maybe it turned clear. I don't know.
Glaze and blaze.
Blaze it,
No,
and
it's not
glaze
like,
it.
It's not like you know those things where you like blow
Gla-
into it.
yeah,
I
glass
don't know,
blowing.
Glass blowing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is kind of cool.
It's scary. It scares me. I don't want to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to bring up or address?
Do you have any
or-
like fun stories or anything like that from the pottery? How long have you owned the place now?
So we started construction on it like a year ago, and then we finished in like August, like July, but then we had a baby, so then we didn't really do anything with it till like October.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any fun stories from the place? Any like funny dates? More like ghosting things? Maybe
Any goofs
similar.
that have happened? Does anyone just?
Did anyone screw up their pottery so bad that you had to like kick them out or something? I don't know. You're like, this is a disgrace to the pottery.
This is a disgrace to the game. Get out.
Like everyone messes up though. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so everyone that comes in basically ruins something. So
Yeah.
it's-
Everyone that comes in, like you're like that sucks. Sorry,
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a thing that
you got a
no
lot to
one
learn,
does
kid.
right the first time.
Yeah.
No, well,
Watch
we like
me.
have this ongoing joke. Well, it's not like a joke. I don't know. Maybe we can like just clear the air right now that like no you are not going to make a bowl when you first come in.
What?
Oh, the bowl is advanced.
What's the bowl advance?
What do you shoot for the first time?
Like,
No, what is beginner? I thought bowl. I thought a base was hard. I thought like
You
like
can
big
you can make a lump.
I'm thinking. I was thinking like a base with like big hips. I was thinking like that's advanced level. That's like top level Hokage kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I'm talking like a bowl. Like how's that hard?
It's hard.
It's like hard because you'll come like so everyone comes to the studio and they'll sit down and they're like, I just want to make a bowl. Like that's all I'm just gonna make a bowl today and I'll be satisfied. And then it's like but then just the cylinder, that's like the goal the first time you sit down. It's just to throw a cylinder and then from there you shape it, but like it's really hard to throw a cylinder. And so you have to like, usually practice that a little bit. Usually people come out with stuff that looks like a bowl, but it's like risky to
all wavy.
fire because it's so thick and chunky and there's probably air pockets in it and 90% of the time it blows up.
Oh, what do you tell them?
We just-
sorry, you suck so bad it blew up.
Well, it is hard because sometimes, people come, like I had a few people come and make some stuff at Christmas time
Yeah.
and they like told me they knew what they were doing and they like did not want my help because I do all open studios too. So if you like know what you're doing, you can come. And they were like, so I had a few people do that. And then I also had a few people come for a class and they're like, these are going to be Christmas presents. And they were super stoked about it. And then that firing, like everything blew up, which we were kind of upset
Ruined
about.
a lot of things.
Yeah, it ruined
Oh,
my stuff, which
no.
I was a little bit upset about. But then it was like,
Because other people's stuff blew up?
yeah.
Oh, it's like a violent explosion then.
Well, it's not like violent, but it's just like,
Catastrophic. We've had to rebuild 4 times.
no, but it just like, it's, I don't know, it's all pretty tightly squeezed into a kiln.
Okay.
So-
So
Yeah.
if one
Yeah.
like messes up.
Yeah, and like sometimes, like especially if it's a glaze fire and something explodes, then like the shards get stuck to other things. But sometimes like shards will like fly off and crack stuff. So yeah, so everyone always comes in and they're like, I'm just gonna make a bowl, and they like get close, but you need to make a cylinder first. Like that's the main goal. But everyone, we always have a
Pottery's
joke.
a dangerous game.
Yeah, we always have a joke that we need to like just have like a wall that says I just wanted to make a bowl and like have people sign it when they don't, because it's especially when they come in they're like I just want like a serving sized bowl, because that's really hard. Like a cereal bowl is probably pretty hard too because clay shrinks 10%, so your cereal bowl has to be like pretty huge,
Pretty big.
from the like when you throw
Good, because I
it.
eat a lot of cereal, so if it doesn't
Yeah.
shrink that much, it's okay.
So then it like because it'll shrink 10%. So if you have like a small bowl and you're like this is perfect for cereal, it's probably gonna be like I don't even know, like a butter dish or something. Or like something, you just put on your counter for like some butter. I don't.
I just wanted a bowl. I like that wall. I think that's a cool.
Yeah, that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants a bowl, and then they'll be happy, and they're never happy.
Okay, how hard is a cup? What would you see the easiest if I'm a
Cylinder.
complete beginner? Just-
Like a mug is
mug.
super realistic.
I can do a mug.
Yeah.
I don't even want the handle on it. I just want like a tall
So like a
glass.
cup?
That's-
Yeah.
I want a cup.
Yeah, so see, that's like a good thing to shoot for.
Okay. It's a good thing to throw, if you will.
Yeah. That's a good beginner. And like a bowl is for beginners, but like just don't expect to make like one worth keeping the first time you sit down, I guess.
Like it's not gonna be your fine china. You're not gonna break it out at Christmas Day.
No way.
No, you're probably going to be like,
But if like
I made
everything is
this
in the
once.
dishwasher and you reach into the back of the drawer, then you'll pull it out and you'll have something
I
for
don't know,
your
you
first time.
you might even check like your Tupperware drawer first. I don't know.
Okay.
You might just get a cup first.
Yeah.
Cup of cereal.
And then if you're like really desperate, be like, okay, whatever, I'll use
Okay.
this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any other fun tales or goofs and gaffes that you've discovered along the way?
I left a plastic bag in the kiln today.
Shh, don't say that out loud.
The plastic
What
bag
did it
is
do? It just melted?
We have
don't
no
know.
idea. We have no. I went out.
Still in there?
Yeah. We have a
So-
glaze fire going on right now. And this morning, he came for his lunch break to start it. And then I went out a little bit later and I was like, it smells toxic, like in the garage. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, and I couldn't describe it. And then he came home and he was like, have you ever smelled burnt plastic? And I was like, that's it. I was like, what's burning? So then I thought something around the kiln was burning. And he's like, yeah, so I think I left a bag in there. So we have no idea what that's going to do.
It's fun.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we'll find
It
out.
might
We'll see.
explode. I don't know.
I don't
Does
know
a kiln
why.
just blow up everything it comes in contact with?
So it gets to be like 2100 degrees.
Oh, that makes sense.
So like super hot.
The top.
Yeah, like if
And how long is that glaze? Like, how long is that fire? Or
16 hours
16 hours.
Yeah, it takes
Wow.
8 hours to get the temperature and then 8 hours to cool.
before you can open it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's another thing is like people will ask me all the time. They'll come for a date night and they'll be like, "So how long do I have to wait for you to fire this and finish it for me?" And I'm like, "A few days, like a week or two. I don't know."
Yeah.
Like it's quite the process.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
And I guess that's something too with our studio. If you come for a date night, that's more of like an experience. So we just teach you how to throw, and you kind of just play like Ghost if you want. I don't know. It's
Right.
more of just like the experience to like, I don't know, get your toes wet. But if you actually want to make something, then like I offer classes,
Okay.
which is like a 4-session thing. And that's where you'll like actually make something that you get to keep, just because it is like quite the process. It's probably good that we went over that too, because I think a lot of people are just like, can I like drink out of this now? You know, and it's like still wet. You can't even, like you can't even touch it without it collapsing. So
Okay. What do you charge for like all of the things you just explained in the classes, or maybe a bowl or a cup or whatnot?
We're definitely relatively cheap,
Okay.
based on like the other pottery studios that are like around.
Yeah.
A date night for 1 hour is only $20 for 2 people.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Oh, that's cool.
2
That's
hours.
a cheap date.
That's an
Exactly.
awesome date. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 hours is $30. We might change that in the future, just because we're learning
It's a big
right now.
change.
I see.
But and then the class that's the 4 sessions is $120, and that you get like a half bag of clay, which is like 5 pounds.
no, it's more than 5 pounds.
Isn't a bag of clay 10 pounds?
No, it's 25 pounds.
Okay, it's more than 5 pounds. It's a lot more than 5 pounds.
It's you get like it's like 12 pounds of clay, and then you get a set of tools.
yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
so you get the clay tools, your masterful instruction,
Yeah.
and you keep whatever.
And you
2
get
hours
you get 2
for 4
hours.
days.
So you end up getting like 8 hours of actual throwing in class time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
8
it's
hours
definitely
with
worth
me.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah.
If you go anywhere else, you're gonna get charged like $250.
200. Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, we're pretty cheap.
And $20 for the date night, is that like do they get to keep if it doesn't blow up? Do they get
No.
to keep it?
Yeah, so you don't get to keep it.
Yeah, we don't let people keep things that they make on date nights for the reason that it might blow up,
It'll probably blow up.
and
I assume.
also most people don't make anything anyways.
Yeah,
So-
it's like
Ah.
most people
So
don't
she's
come out with
playing.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and also like we explained, it's a pretty lengthy process, so you'd have to come back to like trim it and stuff.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to trim people's things because usually it's not.
they don't
like-
work anymore.
Well, they just aren't usually super like
Not even worth
even, and so it'd be hard to trim, and I don't
Okay,
want to bust
yeah.
someone's project and then them get mad at me.
Yeah, I
so-
see.
We usually just don't let
Is
people
it
keep
is it a
things.
pretty messy process?
Yeah,
Like, do you get
Yeah,
real
we
messy?
you
get
get
messy.
dirty.
You get dirty.
Like, don't dress fancy.
yeah. We have
Or
aprons.
We have
Yeah.
aprons.
Okay.
Yeah, don't like. You probably want to wear a ponytail. You don't want your hair to get
You
caught in
guys
the
don't have
wheel.
long hair.
I don't know.
So-
Ryan's hair might need
It's
a
not long
ponytail.
enough for a ponytail.
We'll throw her
Can't tell.
in a high pony, a cute little bun.
Little man
The
bun.
highest pony.
Yeah.
The front of my head.
Okay. Is there any other information you'd like to share with the people listening?
I don't know.
I think
Anything?
so.
Come by. Check them out.
Yeah, pottery's cool.
Pottery is cool.
Okay, one last time before we sign off, plug your Instagram and everything like that.
And
So
your name.
And your name, studio,
everyone
everything.
can reach out and
so they can
contact
find
you.
you.
Sure. We're Maijo Pottery Studio. You can find us on Instagram at Maijo Studios. Maijo Pottery Studios.
Maijo Pottery Studios.
Yep. And on Facebook, we're just Maijo Studios because we
Maijo
can't figure out how to change our name yet.
Ah.
We were just Maijo Studios, but then a lot of people like did not know
Like,
what
do
that
you do? Do you
entailed.
guys like record music?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we've like, it's good though, because now people know how to say our name, because like a lot of people think that our name's like Mojo or Mayo, so yeah, it's
I thought it was like
Maijo.
Mahio. Like
Yeah.
Mario or Bahio. I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
we get
it's-
it all.
It's Maijo Studio, and then also we're located in Spanish Fork,
Yeah.
so
And you can book with us on our Instagram. We have a book button.
yeah.
And on
Okay.
our Facebook if you're
Sweet.
into that.
Sweet. So if you want to find them, go to Maijo Pottery Studios
Yep.
on Instagram.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
We will tag you.
We'll tag you on our Instagram. Yeah.
Hey, that's
And we'll
sick.
probably swing by, and we'll reach out to you and hit you guys up.
Yeah,
so we can
we'll-
make something.
We'll make a video in there or something. We'll make something cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just don't make a bomb.
We won't make. Can you?
What?
A bomb.
They're
Can you
like,
make a bomb? Is that an option?
this episode was almost over.
No, Ryan, we don't even ask about the bomb until you enrolled in our class 5 times.
You need a high technical training
You
to
need
make
to
a
go to like
bomb.
Asia and tallest mountain.
If you throw an enclosed object without
It'll blow
like
up.
putting some type of opening in it,
Okay.
the like air will heat up into a gas and blow up.
Okay.
This is like a pretty big explosion too.
That one would be.
Depending on how big, yeah, because that'd be a lot of air.
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually going to ask that too. Like, can I just make a circle? But I can't do that.
You
can
can if
poke a
you
hole
like
in it.
poke a hole in
Yeah.
there or
Just a
something,
little hole.
so that there's
Yeah.
like so that the air could get released.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
We'll
okay.
cover up the hole after. Don't worry, buddy.
Thanks,
Put a
man.
little putty in. Don't worry. You just want a straight spear that you just roll around and it weighs like 10 pounds.
I want a fushigi. I want a clay like pottery fushigi.
That's perfect because when you drop it, it'll just destroy it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Well, all right. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you.
Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Love you. Bye.